is now my second largest position, going from my first largest to waste management because waste management has been coming back a little bit recently. And Salesforce has been continuing to drop and doing poorly. But I believe Salesforce is still going to be a hold in my portfolio. I'm not necessarily adding more yet. Maybe I should actually add more, but I'm waiting for the current earnings to see what I should be doing with the stock because I'm very cautious about the stock. Now, I have invested over $10,000 into Salesforce, and I'm obviously down on an unrealized basis to about 1878. So, I have definitely thought about selling this out just to get like a tax loss to be able to write it off. But I actually think I'd rather just hold it. I really do believe truly that this stock is probably objectively undervalued here. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, and that's not financial advice. But in my personal opinion, I think that this is a very good play if you're skeptical about some of the AI claims and some of the things within AI. I think this is a good kind of alternative because a lot of the narrative about Salesforce and why it's been so negative is that AI is going to replace the business model. I don't necessarily think that's true. They've been able to continue to grow. Now they have had some slowing growth recently, and I'm hoping that that's just like a cyclical thing. But I really believe that Salesforce will continue to do well, and I think that it's going to be worth more money into the future as the cash flows continue to improve. I think that the pessimism's gotten a little bit too strong here, and I really believe that in the short term, the stock market's a voting machine where people will vote on which stock they think is cool or which stock they don't think is cool. But in the long term, it is a weighing machine. And I really believe that in the long term, Salesforce is going to have very strong results, which are really going to boost the stock to where it probably should be. But I do think it presents a pretty good buying opportunity here. I think that if you're someone who, wanted to get into Salesforce or was interested in Salesforce's business model, I think it could be a good time here. But it is a tech company. There is risk, so maybe the business is going to be hurt. I just don't believe that's the case. I think that they're doing a lot of very intelligent things, and I think they're very monopolistic, and I think they're also being really extremely undervalued right here. So I'm very happy with this stock. I'm going to continue to hold it. I'm not going to sell any of mine, even for a tax benefit. I'm just going to hold this out because I think investments should be very long term, and we should be able to really weather some very difficult times in the market, like right now for Salesforce. Speaking of